29th November 1936, Talk 288, explaining Maya of Vedanta and Swatantra of Pratibhijna, independence of recognition, Sri Bhagwan said, the Vedantins say that Maya is the Sakti of illusion premised in Siva. Maya has no independent existence. Having brought out the illusion of the world as real, she continues to play upon the ignorance of the victims. When the reality of her not being is found, she disappears. Recognition says the Sakti power is co-eval with Shiva. The one doesn't exist without the other. Shiva is unmanifest, whereas Sakti is manifest on account of her independent will swatantrata. Her manifestation is the delay of the cosmos on pure consciousness, like images in a mirror. The images cannot remain in the absence of a mirror. So also the world cannot have an independent existence. Swatantra becomes eventually an attribute of the Supreme. Sri Shankara says the Absolute is without attributes and that Maya is not and has no real being. What is the difference between the two? Both agree that the display is not real. The images of the minor cannot in any way be real. The world doesn't exist in reality. Both schools mean the same thing. Their ultimate aim is to realize the absolute consciousness. Unreality of the cosmos is implied in recognition, whereas it is explicit in Vedanta. If the world be taken as Chit, it is always real. Vedanta says that there is no diversity, meaning that it is all the same reality. There is agreement on all points except in words and the method of expression. 30th November 1936, Talk 289. While discussing karma, Sri Bhagwan said, karma has its fruit, phal. They are like cause and effect. The interrelation of a cause and its effect is due to a Sakti whom we call God. God is Phal Data, dispenser of fruit. A visitor had been speaking of the self having forgotten its true nature. Sri Bhagwan after some time said, people speak of memory and oblivion of the fullness of the self. Oblivion and memory are only thought forms. They will alternate so long as there are thoughts, but reality lies beyond these. Memory or oblivion must be dependent on something. That something must be foreign too. Otherwise, there cannot be oblivion. It is called I by everyone. When one looks for it, it is not found because it is not real. Hence, I is synonymous with illusion or ignorance. Maya, avidya, or ajnana. To know that there never was ignorance is the goal of all spiritual teachings. Ignorance must be of one who is aware. Awareness is jnana. Jnana is eternal and natural. Ajnana is unnatural and unreal. Devotee. Having heard this truth, why doesn't one remain content? Maharishi. Because samskaras have not been destroyed. Unless the samskaras cease to exist, there will always be doubt and confusion. Sandeha Viparita. All efforts are directed to destroying doubt and confusion. To do so, their roots must be cut. Their roots are the samskaras. These are rendered ineffective by practice as prescribed by the Guru. The Guru leaves it to the seeker to do this much so that he might himself find out that there is no ignorance. This truth mentioned is in the stage of the hearing of the truth that is not firm. For making it unshaken, one has to practice reflection and one pointedness. These two processes scorch the seeds of vasanas so that they are rendered ineffective. Some extraordinary person get unshaken knowledge even on hearing the truth only once because they are advanced seekers, whereas the raw seekers take longer to gain unshaken knowledge. People ask, how did ignorance arise at all? We have to say to them, ignorance never arose, it has no real being. That which is only knowledge. Devotee, why then do I not realize it? Maharishi, because of the samskaras. However, find out who doesn't realize and what he doesn't realize. Then it will be clear that there is no ignorance.